Hello and welcome to the Dyknow Introductory Training video. Over the next few minutes, we will review how to log in to Dyknow.me, monitor student device activity, block off-task student device activity, send a message to student devices, and review class history data. Ready to log in? Enter the URL Dyknow.me into a web browser. Teachers and other faculty members using Dyknow can log in one of two ways. If your school email address is listed within the Google Admin Console, click the Sign In with Google button. Most Dyknow users log in using the standard login option. If you already set your password, enter your school email address and Dyknow password into the relevant fields, then click Login. If you are logging into Dyknow.me for the first time, click the Forgot Password hyperlink to set your own unique password. If you have questions or need assistance at any time, you can chat with a Dyknow School Success Manager like me by clicking the button in the lower right-hand corner on any Dyknow.me page. After logging into Dyknow, the My Classes page will appear with tiles for all of your assigned classes. Here you can edit your classes and start monitoring sessions. Click the Edit hyperlink for any class to edit its name or student roster, or to add a co-teacher. If you want to add a co-teacher, click the Add Teacher button to search for and select the name of that teacher. Click the X icon to return to your My Classes page. To begin monitoring student device activity, simply click the Start Monitoring button for the corresponding class. Your monitoring session will begin automatically, and thumbnails will appear for each student device in a grid-like view, each displaying the student's name and an icon for the device type. In grid view, student device thumbnails automatically refresh every 60 seconds. You can also manually refresh them at any time using the purple refresh button. To the right side of your screen, you'll find the Real-Time Activity Tracker, which provides a live list and tally of all student device activity. Dyknow enables two different types of monitoring, passive and active. Passive monitoring is monitoring without enforcing any blocking plans, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Active monitoring is monitoring with an enforced blocking plan, which we'll review in just a moment. Both passive and active monitoring are designed to enable you to interact with your students, preventing you from having to watch your screen throughout class and providing peace of mind knowing that you can access all your students' activity history after class. If you'd like to get a closer look at a student's screen, hover your computer mouse over their thumbnail to reveal and click the Expand button to bring that student's device into Big View. In Big View, the student device thumbnail automatically refreshes every 15 seconds, or you can use the purple refresh button to manually refresh at any time. You can also use the Block Activity and Send a Message buttons in Big View to get students back on task. Click the Send a Message button to send a message to one or more student devices, push out a URL, and even lock student devices. When sending a message, first select one of the preset messages or draft your own custom message. If you also want to lock student devices, select Yes in the Device Lock field, then click Send. The resulting black screen will appear on their devices with your message, focusing their attention on you. If you want to push out a URL to student devices, use the Custom Message option, enter the URL into the text field, select No for Device Lock, then click Send. If you discover that a student is off task while in Big View, you can click the Block Activity button to block that particular website or application for all students in your monitoring session. When a website is blocked, the student is redirected to studentontask.com, where he or she is notified that the website they're attempting to access is blocked by their teacher and encouraged to get back on task. Both the block activity and send a message features enable you to actively monitor student device activity and are also available in grid view via the activity tracker. Click the X icon to return to grid view. Dyknow blocking plans can be created before, during, and after class. Whether you create your blocking plan before or during a monitoring session, it must be enforced during a monitoring session in order to be active. If you want to create a blocking plan during a monitoring session, click the Modify Blocking button, then select either Allow Only or Block Only and fill in the remaining fields. What's the difference between Allow Only and Block Only? Allow Only blocking plans are more restrictive than Block Only blocking plans. An Allow Only blocking plan restricts your students from accessing anything on their device except for the websites and applications that you list. Block Only blocking plans are less restrictive than Allow Only blocking plans. A Block Only blocking plan allows your students to access anything on their devices except the websites and applications that you list. When populating the list of allowed or blocked websites, enter domain URLs like google.com and subdomain URLs like docs.google.com. When populating the list of allowed or blocked applications, enter the name of the application. If you want to save your new blocking plan for later use, simply give it a name. Then you'll be able to access it during other classes, since all of your saved blocking plans can be found within the plan list. Finally, when you've finished creating your new blocking plan, click Enforce to make it active in your current monitoring session. Since the activity tracker separates the on-task activity from the off-task activity, anytime a student tries to access a blocked website or application, the Blocked Student section will highlight red. If it does, you can view the names of the students that are off-task by clicking the Blocked Student section. You can also view the names of the students that are on task by clicking the corresponding on-task activity. To remove an enforced blocking plan, click the Remove Blocking hyperlink. Alternatively, if you need to edit your enforced blocking plan at any time during your monitoring session, click the Modify Blocking button to begin making your desired changes, then click Enforce once your changes have been made. You can also use the Modify Blocking button to create and enforce two blocking plans at the same time. Segmented blocking plans enable you to accommodate your students' different needs without compromising device usage. For example, if you want some of your students to be free from blocking, meaning they can access all applications and websites on their devices, select an Allowing All plan for students in that group. Then select either an Allow Only or Block Only plan for the remaining students in Group 2. When a segmented blocking plan is enforced, your student device thumbnails are also segmented in grid view. This feature is commonly used when administering a test, as it's very easy to switch students between the different groups within the segmented blocking plan. When class has ended, click the End Monitoring button to end the monitoring session and review the resulting class history data. Student device activity is being collected during monitoring sessions. It begins as soon as you click the Start Monitoring button and stops when you click the End Monitoring button. The data collected is stored here in class history, and it can be used to review all monitored student device activity from the beginning of school, track the number of distractions defeated throughout the year, help you build and enhance your blocking plans, learn more about your students, help with grading, and even share the data with your students or with their parents at parent-teacher conferences. Use the filters to access class history data for a specific student, date range, and activity. Use the Allowed and Blocked buttons to easily identify on-task or off-task student activity. All website activity recorded in class history includes full URLs. Just click on any website from the list of activities to see the list of full URLs that your students visited during class. You can even click through on a full URL to see exactly what your students were seeing. Finally, use the Print button to save your class history data as a PDF or to print it and share with others. Ideally, teachers will see that the number of distractions defeated in the classroom will decrease throughout the school year as students improve with digital citizenship. To return to your My Classes page, click the Classes tab or the Back to My Classes hyperlink. Now you know how to use Dyknow to defeat distractions on student devices and keep your students on task. If you have any questions, please check out our training resources at support.dyknow.com, chat with a school success manager, or email us at support@dyknow.com. Remember, we are here to help and love hearing from you. Additionally, if you found the video helpful, please share it with your colleagues or other schools so they can learn the power of Dyknow. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate your time.